Yeezys. So many styles, even more options. No matter if you hate or love the brand, you must admit that Yeezy releases get a lot of people very excited. If you're one of them and getting directions on how to take multiple pairs home sounds fun, welcome. You've come to the right place. Today, I'm gonna let you know what kind of proxies to choose when copying multiples on both Yeezy and Adidas sites. Let's begin with the first question that might have popped into your head. What are Adidas and Yeezy proxies? They're IP addresses that you use to access Adidas and Yeezy sites instead of your own IP. Proxies change your perceived location and identity in the eyes of shoe stores. They can also improve your connection speed. By using several proxy IPs at once, your sneaker bot can cart multiple pairs without getting blocked. Pretty cool, huh? What's that? You'd like to learn more about sneaker proxies? No problem. Just check out this video. I'll tell you one thing right now though, the proxy world is colorful. There are data centers, ISP, residential proxies. So which ones work best for Adidas and Yeezy? The answer is residential and ISP. Yes, data center proxies are cheaper and faster. The thing is, Yeezy and Adidas use a queue system, which means all of the users are put in a queue and then it's a first come, first served type of deal. So you don't need to worry about the speed too much. Also, DC IPs aren't a good option since they're much easier to detect, meaning that you'll have a hard time getting through the queue. Okay, then ISP and Resi IPs are the way to go. But you need to know more than that to make the right choice. So let's go over what to look for and what to avoid when selecting the best proxy deal. If you decide on ISP proxies, make sure to get a specialized sneaker plan. Otherwise, your IP addresses may come from small and regional internet service providers. In that case, you might as well use data center IPs. They'll perform the same and will be cheaper to boot. Also, make sure to rent proxies near the shoe store's servers. Having fast proxies never hurts. For rotating residential IPs, specialized plans don't matter as much. Just make sure you can choose the right country and that the IPs aren't terribly slow. Another important thing is being able to keep the same IP address for at least 10 minutes to get through the queue. This is called a sticky session. Always check if this feature is available. Now, if you don't mind, let's get a bit technical. A crucial part of this topic is understanding how to use Adidas and Yeezy proxies. You're going to use these proxies together with your bot. Don't have a bot yet? No worries. A video about the best sneaker bots is coming your way. Just click the subscribe button to make sure you see it as soon as it's out. Most bots will have an area where you can simply paste your list of proxy addresses and then apply those IPs for your tasks. My tip is to have no fewer than one proxy per task. If you're not sure how a proxy IP looks, the two main formats are IP address and port, it'll look something like this, or host name and port, which will look like this. If you're using the IP address and port format, you'll just need to paste the list of IPs into your bot. If you have a host name, its address will remain the same, and only port numbers will change. Behind each port, there's a different IP. Depending on your authentication method, you might also need to write down your username and password beside your IP address and port. So the complete IP address can look similar to this. Ready for the exciting part? To save you some research time, we've compiled a list of the best Yeezy and Adidas proxy providers. We've made sure to make this list diverse so you can pick a provider that's suitable for your budget and aims. And the first proxy provider on the list is Smart Proxy. If you're not new to this channel, you've heard this name before. Smart Proxy is a prominent provider in the sneaker copying industry. One of the best things about Smart Proxy is its pool of 40 million residential IPs. They come with monthly plans, so you won't have to hunt for restocks or worry about proxies expiring after every release. However, if you only want proxies for one drop, you may end up paying for more than you need. The provider supports all relevant Yeezy Supply locations. The proxies are fast and stable, though it's still a good idea to filter out slower IPs before a release. With this provider, you can easily tell it works hard to make sure that the service is easy to use for proxy beginners. In addition, the company provides fast and efficient customer support that's eager to help you no matter what issue you're facing. Our second recommendation is Proxy Drop. It's always a good idea to pick a provider that specializes in sneaker proxies. Proxy Drop offers 3 different residential proxy plans: Ace, Elite, and Prestige. All 3 offer optimizations, culminating with Prestige's private pool of IPs. The best part is that the residential plans don't expire, and 2 out of 3 are always available, so there's no need to worry about using up your monthly quota. What might force you to consider other options is the price. The plans start from $18 per gigabyte, which I admit is rather high. Also, the customer support doesn't work around the clock and isn't responsive on weekends. The third provider on today's list is Bright Data. Bright Data may not be a specialized sneaker proxy provider, but it still offers a decent service for sneakerheads. One of the biggest benefits lies in its strong infrastructure. Bright Data's servers can handle a lot of heat and are unlikely to go down even during the most demanding releases. The proxies themselves are highly customizable. You can pick IPs from any location in the world and rotate them however you want. They perform very well and have fast speeds. However, the service is expensive, technically demanding, and requires undergoing a strict KYC procedure. Clearly, it's aimed at experienced users with technical knowledge. But if these downsides don't frighten you, Bright Data can be a great choice. Okay, now let's talk about NetNut. NetNut was among the first to introduce ISP proxies. Today, it's the #1 ISP proxy provider that supplies a huge chunk of the reseller market. These IPs are faster than residentials and cover all the relevant targeting locations for both Yeezy Supply and Adidas stores. Another good thing is that these proxies don't need to rotate, making them suitable for long drops. While NetNut offers a good service, its plans are much more suited for resellers. For the individual sneakerheads, I recommend checking out NetNut's side gig, Chi Proxies. Chi Cooked, in particular, is an excellent plan for sneaker copying needs. On the downside, the company doesn't give enough attention to user experience. At times, its service can be frustrating to use. Also, the pricing is pretty expensive and based on traffic. Number 5 is Oxylabs. Hands down, Oxylabs is the best premium provider of residential proxies. It focuses on delivering top-notch performance and great customer experience, but all of that comes at a higher cost. The company owns the largest pool on the market, over 100 million residential and 100,000 ISP proxies. The residential proxies come from all locations worldwide, so you'll never need to worry about insufficient targeting options. After being tested, this provider's proxies demonstrated near perfect speed, stability, and success rates most providers can only envy. However, the company only introduced ISP proxies pretty recently, so we can't strongly recommend those just yet. Overall, Oxylab's service is suited for very large cooks, or even better, resellers. The main reason for this is the price. The cheapest residential proxy plan starts at $300. A budget-friendly option on today's list is PacketStream. If you're looking to save some money, PacketStream may be the best option. Its residential proxies come at a bargain and have credit-based pricing. If you commit to buying at least 50 gigabytes of traffic, a single gigabyte will cost you only $1. PacketStream offers all the necessary locations for Yeezy Supply and Adidas stores. In addition, you'll get sticky sessions that last as long as the IP remains available. What are the cons of this one? Well, PacketStream has a relatively small pool of 7 million IPs, and only some of them are online at the same time. This can increase your chances of getting IPs that have already been abused on Yeezy Supply. I wouldn't trust packet stream for mass copying, but if you're looking to score a few pairs, the provider can work to your advantage. With that said, we've reached the end of today's list. Thanks for sticking till the end. Hopefully, this video helped you figure out what kind of proxies you should use when copying Adidas or Yeezy. If it did, go ahead and click that like button. Since you're done with this one, go on over to our video all about best sneaker proxies. You won't regret it. See you there.